Welcome, friends, to episode 52 of Xbox Friends Podcast. I'm Verdugo. Today, we're going to be talking about the Xbox handheld leak again. Deja vu. If you feel that, I'm feeling deja vu right now. So, we're also going to talk about the GTA 6 trailer, our reaction to it, I guess, what we think of it. And now we already know about the delay for 2026 and some Game Pass games being added. So, well, should be pretty short. Anyway, with me, Maestro, what's going on? What up, son?
What up, son? We
How you
missed
doing?
last week, but
Yeah,
we good
yeah,
today.
yeah.
We go.
It happens. We're gonna miss
Yeah,
a week here
well,
and
here
there.
or there,
Yeah.
all
If
good,
it's not
bro.
you, it's me. If it's not you
Uh,
or me, it's both.
uh,
How
but
you
we're
doing?
back, baby. We're back. We do good, good, good. Can't complain.
All
How are you
good?
doing?
Ah, yeah, all good
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yeah, just a little tired, but you know how it is, man. We poor people, we gotta work a lot. We gotta work overtime
Uh,
every day.
you gotta
Um,
overtime the overtime.
overtime,
Yeah.
the overtime. That's how we can survive.
Uh, I hear you. Well, I'm glad you're here today,
All
and
right.
you're doing this. You're awake, and then
Yeah, I'm awake. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. Attempting.
How you been? Everything good?
So far, can't
Yeah.
complain. I have my traguito in here.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see
invisible.
it in the That's how I'm gonna be when
Maybe
I'm done
put
with
a little
this.
further.
I'm gonna be like this when I'm done with it. I'm like
Yeah. Just don't throw it on the keyboard and on the
oh my
PC.
god,
Ooh.
no, yeah, never. No, my PC is like in a little like stand on its own. It's
So it's
well
not even
aired.
close.
It's
Okay.
cool. It's not even close. Yeah,
Good, good. Yeah, keep it away from you.
yeah. Right next to my Xbox, actually. They're both right next to each other,
All right.
like a nice little family.
They get along?
They get along. Okay, yeah, they're not fighting. They're good. They share games. They do all this stuff together.
Good. All right, well, let's get started. So, usually, again, like always, we do start talking about the games we've been playing, and I'm pretty sure you've played Doom. Yeah.
Yes.
So let me start because I did start it, but I only want to basically just see the graphics because I didn't want to. I know there's a patch that's coming with the path tracing,
Yeah.
the big ray tracing, and so I want to wait
Right.
for that. But I still wanted to see the graphics and how the gameplay is. So I booted up for maybe 20 minutes, and I enjoyed it. I do want to get back, but I don't want. You know how I am. If I play the game and I beat it, I'm not gonna go back. So I'm just gonna wait for the patch for the path tracing and no path path tracing,
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that way I
But
see it the best possible way. Yeah.
what is path tracing adding
Um,
to you? Like that is just like that much
so
better.
so I'm gonna switch your question there because it's not
Okay.
like it's not just what it's adding. It's just for me, my peace of mind when I play the game. I know I'm playing it the best way possible. I'm seeing everything as best as it can be. It's just the same for Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
That one
Hmm.
has path tracing too. And I didn't beat the game, but when I played it, it was on the Xbox, and I don't want to go through it again. I did boot it up just a little just to see, and I cannot tell the difference because I played the regular game a long, long time ago, so I don't really remember how it looked. And this one, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't look bad at all, not at all. It looks great, and it's really smooth. I'm talking about Doom.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it doesn't look bad at all. Like it's playable. I mean, come on. I'm still getting ray
So-
tracing. It's not the path tracing. I just want to wait and not
yeah.
have to wonder if it looked any better or it's just me. Like you know me. I'm a
Uh,
graphics whore. I need to see it the best possible, and especially since I can afford to see it like that way, right? I have the 4080,
yeah.
so I'm able to boot it up all the way up and see the best.
And I can tell you it's very well optimized
Oh
because
yeah,
usually even with a like I have the same card as you, even with that, with that setup, even if everything is great, you still sometimes get some like micro stutters here and
yeah.
there, right? But I played it for like a good hour
Okay.
and I did not see any stuttering, any issues whatsoever. And I'm playing it what is that called? Like the
Ultra Nightmare.
max the ultra nightmare,
Hmm.
yeah, everything is maxed out and it still runs super smooth. I was like, damn, this is really well optimized, no hiccups, no issues, at like the max possible level, and it looks amazing, like it's smooth, uh everything from the parry, from just like the different type of like the gore, like the chunks coming out of the
Hmm.
bad guys. It's like it's really dope. Like you shoot them in the leg, you can blow out the leg, and like they're still alive, but you like blow out chunks from the leg. It's pretty damn good. Visually, it looks amazing. You're like, holy crap! And what I like is that you feel like a tank. Like I don't know if you noticed, but if you jump from like a certain
Yeah.
distance, he automatically does this like pound, like
Mhm.
he lands
The
and
the
just like the
the wave.
shockwave comes
Yeah.
out of him, and it throws everybody back. Like you feel like a badass whenever you're playing through it, and the music
Yeah.
goes, "Da-da-da-da-da." It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. And I mean, I only played the 20 minutes, and I mean, I've seen the reviews and some trailers, so I know the things you could do because they do show you. But yeah, it's good. I cannot wait to play it, but I gotta wait. I don't know when that's gonna be
Uh,
updated. They haven't done. I don't think they have a date for it. Are you gonna continue like that,
but
or
I think I'm gonna continue like that. But so I did because I wanted to try it. Like this is really good, right? And I was like down playing through it and everything. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. But I did go back to Expedition 33
okay?
because I did beat it finally.
Okay.
I beat it, I think, in the actual time I think was like 34 hours. Like
Okay.
that's when the game, when I got to the last section and then I beat the last boss essentially and everything, right? And then it gave me the option to do a new game plus.
Okay.
Um, but there were things that I missed that I didn't, they were like side quests or like it. I forget where you get the ability to fly, like the little. I forget the name of the character that
Yeah.
like you
Okay.
can that
That's
takes you around
towards
the
the
map.
end.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there were places that I had never reached, right? Because I couldn't fly to
Okay.
those places.
Yeah.
So then I went back after I beat him, that I have the option to like new game plus, but I didn't do the new game plus. I just kind of wanted to explore and see and just kind of like really take it all in, upgrade my characters and all that stuff. So I spent a little bit more time than needed in that game. I guess in in the like after you beat it, right? I just kind of I wanted to see what other like things I can find, what other power ups I can get, and I wanted to max out my characters. I basically want to max out the characters or almost max out the characters before I attempt a new game plus because I think this is one of the few games that I will try to do 100%, like get
Yeah.
all the achievements,
We're so
you know.
different, man. Because once I finish the game, I haven't touched it again.
Yeah.
I moved on.
Yeah, you're like, "It's a good story and I'm done." Um,
Yeah, good
yeah,
story,
I
good
don't know.
gameplay, good graphics, but yeah, I finished with you. That's it.
There are a few games. I don't have a lot of games where I will like stick it out and then I enjoy the world enough to be like, I want to do everything in here. I want to explore
I mean,
every inch of
you
the
did
map.
that with Wukong, didn't you? You got everything there, right?
I not 100%. I got a. I went back to do the hidden level at the end, or not level, but like the hidden boss at the end that you have to go back and beat the main boss twice. So I did additional stuff, but
Jeez.
there were other things that there are other things I don't remember what it was because I don't have 100% achievements on that.
Hmm.
So there are other things that I haven't like. I haven't maxed out all the the skill tree because there's an achievement to like max every single one of those things out, right? Or every single one of the stands out. But I don't have enough points to max them out, so I'd have to go back and play it all over again, and then So
Right.
I did
You
start
gotta
a
go
new
back and
game
grind.
plus. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So I did go back and start New Game Plus, but only for the first level, just so I can kind of see the different like power ups that I got after I beat the final boss. But other than that, I have not gone back to that game to do the last game that I dedicated like 100%. Like I need to beat this was Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
That's the other game that I was
Yeah,
like
I remember.
everything. Yeah. So that was the last game that was like very long. That I was like, okay, I put probably I don't know over 200 hours in that game, easy. Um, so
All right, so you bring up Elden Ring, and I gotta ask, are you gonna get the Night Ring?
I don't know. That's a good question because that's like a co-op game,
Yeah.
like right, like only co-op. And I don't know if I don't really know enough people to be like, yo, let's jump on this, right? And then by myself, just with randoms is not as fun as
Mhm.
like with your friends.
All right. Well,
And so I
count
don't
count
know
me
if
in.
I
Count me in.
will you?
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, I had fun with Elden Ring. The
The
vanilla
co-op.
Elden Ring, and but it was frustrating when one of us died. Oh, we gotta get together again. I gotta invite you, and it was a mess.
Oh
But
yeah.
this one is made for co-op, so I believe this one doesn't kick you out because you're gonna be in the same party, and then you'll be able to revive me and stuff like that. It's not we're not gonna be disconnected. We're always gonna be together. So yeah,
Okay.
count me
If
in.
you say
Count me
you
in.
do it, then I will, and then maybe we can ask Omega see if he wants to jump in too. And if true, then yeah, man, because I did enjoy that type of gameplay.
Yeah, I liked it.
Uh,
That's the main
yeah.
reason I
So
liked Elden Ring. I don't think I would have played it on my own. So I mean, I did play it on my own a few times because I enjoyed it. I was able to
yeah,
enjoy it because of the co-op. I wouldn't have enjoyed it if it was single player all the time. So,
gotcha.
so I think this one,
Yeah,
uh, the Night Rain. I think, if we play it because it's co-op all the time, if it's you and me, maybe Omega or I don't know who else could be the third person. I think
dude.
I'll
Yeah,
enjoy it too, and especially since
I
this one is
am.
again made for co-op. It's not like Elden Ring where
Yeah,
it's co-op is an option. No, this one
right.
is made from the ground up for that.
But you know what? I feel like it was kind of cool, and I know it was annoying, but it was kind of cool at the same time how you invited other people into
No,
your world,
no,
right?
no,
Because it's different. It's not like I just send you an invite and that's it. Like
no,
you had to think about the process.
no. I'm gonna
Yeah.
disagree with you on that. No,
Yeah.
because we had to talk we had to make an Xbox party to be talking and then coordinate. Okay, where are you standing? Okay, I'm gonna be standing right here, and I'm gonna put it on this floor here by
Yeah.
this tree, and this fire in between it. So make sure that let me know if you see it. If you don't see it, we'll try another. No, man, that was a hassle. Who wants to do that? I hope
Yeah,
this
but
one is not like that.
that's part of the charm, you
No,
know? It's like
no,
it's just work.
they better not
Just
do that
to
again
do
on the
that
next
is
one.
work.
No, that's
Oh man.
stupid. In 2025, no. Well, it wasn't 2025, but still, it was what
Yeah,
2023, 22? No, maybe
yeah, something like
21.
that. I don't know.
Shoot, it was a long time ago.
Dude, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It was different though, right? You can admit that. It was definitely different. Was it not?
Mm. Yeah, I mean they gotta be different. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but yeah, let me know.
Okay,
Now, did
cool.
you play
Yeah,
any
I'll be
other
done.
game?
Did I what?
Did you play any other game? Have you played any other game?
No,
No.
no, just that I started Doom, but like I didn't continue that much because I wanted to go back to this Expedition 33, explore a little bit more before I like part ways with the game, you know.
Okay.
So,
All right, so let
because
me
you're
give
right,
you.
like
Oh,
once I'm done 100%, I'm not gonna go back to it. Like once I've explored everything, Like I don't think I'm gonna do a new game plus once I've explored everything. Unless they do some sort of update or something like that, like they did with Elden Ring, then I'll go back to it if they do.
I believe they're working on
Okay.
a DLC, so maybe I will go back when that comes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
my hint for the game that I've been playing is that it is a horror game. Okay, and it's a game where you see two perspectives or two realities at the same time. So you'll see half of the screen is one reality, and the other half is
Oh.
another reality or another world, I guess.
Oh man. Okay. I can't.
Okay.
Is
So
that wasn't that an Xbox exclusive for a little
yeah,
bit?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget the name of the game, but I know what you're talking about. It's like this. It feels like Silent Hill a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
oh man, I forget the name of it.
Okay. Well, I think you
Uh,
do. I think you do know what it is because it was an exclusive, I believe. And I'm
yeah,
gonna
but it's
just
a few years ago.
yeah, yeah. It's been a few years. It's called The
Yeah,
Medium.
yeah, medium day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay,
Yeah.
there you
I
go.
remember I
That's
played.
exactly what.
Yeah, I played this game when they put it on Game Pass at first, but it's out of Xbox Game Pass, and I was looking for a game, a simple game where I could just play and beat it in 8 to 10 hours or so, but something that I will still enjoy playing in a way. And so I came upon a trailer for this game. Somebody was talking about it, and I'm like, oh wait a second, I don't think I ever bit this game. Let me see how much it is. And it's
So
kind of
you went
cheap, so I
back
went
to it.
ahead bought it. Huh?
No, I said that you went back to it. It's
Yes,
interesting.
yes. So I started from the beginning again, and it's not bad, right? It's a good game. And I like what they do with the perspectives where you're able to see both realities and you're moving the character at the same time, the same way in both mediums.
Right.
They and it's not just always like that. Sometimes you are just in the real world, or you're in the medium world. Let's call it that way.
Right.
And then they play with that, with the perspective. And sometimes there's a puzzle that you have to do on the one side of the screen, and the other one doesn't show you anything. Like I like what they did there. Now the camera
Okay.
though, the camera, it's kind of like Resident Evil back in the day, the original ones. It's a fixed
Right.
camera.
Yeah.
It's not. I was always thinking, oh man, I wish the camera would be behind me and I was able to turn and see whatever I want to see. Because sometimes I would try and move the camera, and the camera doesn't move at all. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would have liked that. I don't know if they'll do another one, or if it's even possible for them to do something like that with the way they do, the world. Maybe they do a fixed camera to make sure the frame rate doesn't go crazy because you're looking everywhere in two worlds at the same time. So I don't know if that's why they did it like that. Um, but I enjoyed it. The story. Don't even ask me. I can't really tell you what's going on. I know something happens later on where I'm thinking, wait a second, are they suggesting what I'm thinking they're suggesting? And it's got to do with kids and some man. I'm like, whoa, are you going there? Um, it reminded me of this other game we just played. Oh my god, from Xbox, Midnight, South of Midnight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the things with the kids. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a few things that happen there. There's like kids that get like physically
Yeah,
abused.
yeah,
There's kids that. Oh, okay.
that die and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play this game?
No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't even play when it was on Game Pass.
No,
Like, why did you choose that game again? Like, what was
because
the reasoning behind?
I was just watching. I watched some people do a list of games, and I was watching one of those not trailers,
Yeah.
but and they mentioned this game. And I was like, oh wait a second, I played this game, and I did like what they did a little bit. So let me just go back and because I know it's a simple game. The puzzles are not hard. You're able to do them pretty
Yeah.
quick. It's not you're not gonna get lost. you're gonna be able to go, straight forward, which is my kind of game. And it's short. The guy said it was about 8 to 10 hours, so I was like, okay, well that sounds good to me.
Mm.
I should have put a video here. Hold on. There you go. Um, so yeah, so I just
The
wanted
one
something
thing that
simple.
I don't like is that fixed camera thing. Like, oh man, I understand why they had to do this back in the days. I think it was more like resource management, making sure that the game can
Yeah,
run.
that's what I'm
Because
thinking too.
I mean, doing a third person adventure kind of like camera in at that time would have taken way too many resources, right? Like in the
I think
early
so.
2000s or like late 90s or something like that, right? But now I understand that why they did it, right? It's because you had to split the view essentially of having two things running at the same time.
Yeah, you're
So I get
you're showing two games essentially, right? Two different
right,
games at the same time, and
yeah,
you're going through the world in real time.
right.
So
So I get it. I get why they did it, but I've never been a fan of that fixed camera type game.
yeah,
And yeah, like it's kind of annoying. And like I don't mind it if it's like one or two things. Like in Expedition 33, I don't know if you noticed, but there are different parts of the world that you can go into that it does have a fixed camera thing, but it's so few of them that I don't mind at that point because it's like okay, it's few, but I don't want to be playing the entire game like that. So anyway, but I would. Do you recommend it? Like, do you think like I should give this a shot?
there there are there are so many better games that I could recommend to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's not waste time. You say,
No, I mean, if you're curious to see the things they do with the, two perspectives, you can go ahead and maybe start it one day, see if you like it enough to continue. But if you were to ask me, should I play this game over, let's say, um, phew, uh,
whatever's on Game Pass right now, like Doom, or
well,
like,
okay,
uh,
so let's say you ask me, well, should I play this game or God of War? I'm gonna tell you God of War. No, no
okay,
questions
but that's like
asked.
a
I know
yeah,
it's an old game. It's older than this, but it's better than this. So I wouldn't tell you to play this over that.
yeah.
You haven't played God of War, so I do want you to play that instead.
Maybe I give it a shot. I have
You oh, you know what?
it's
You
a
you still owe
yeah.
me anyways. You gotta
How
play
do
Jedi Survivor.
Oh, I do have
Yeah,
that downloaded. So
yeah.
I do
So
need to. Yes,
I'd say play
okay.
that instead for sure.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That I will do. That
Okay.
actually, because I did like Jedi, like the first one,
Mhm.
So I just haven't got around to getting to the second one yet. But it's really annoying on PC, at least, that I can't get the achievements because that's an
Yeah,
EA game. So it's kind of annoying. But anyway, I get EA achievements, but like, who uses that crap?
yeah.
You
Who
know?
cares?
So,
Who's
yeah,
looking at that?
right. So I do see it pop up. I'm like, if it's not like Xbox achievements or Steam achievements, actually, I care more about the Xbox achievements
Yeah,
than I
me
do
too.
about the Steam achievements.
Me too.
But that's the order: Xbox achievements, and Steam achievements, and then whatever happens after that, I don't really care about.
Yeah, I was
So,
able to play Doom, the Dark Ages, 2 days before it was on Game Pass, and I went in to see the graphics because again, that's me, right? But I went like, I'm not gonna continue this because if I have the option to play it on Steam or Xbox, I'm gonna choose Xbox because I want the achievements. Although I am not hunting for achievements. I'm not even looking at the list to see what I need to do. I'm just playing the
all
game.
right,
And whatever achievements I get as I play the game my way, then I just get that. But yeah,
yeah,
even if it's just few achievements, I'd rather have them there instead of the Steam.
right, yeah. I'm not like an achievement hunter either. Like, I'm not going around and making sure that I get Unless I really, really like the game, it's kind of an excuse for me to stay in the game and then keep grinding. But I'm not actively hunting for achievements, but I would prefer to stack them up in Xbox achievement just because I have
Oh,
so many of them, from
yeah,
all the way from the Xbox 360 that to me
yeah.
it just makes sense to keep
Mm.
that. Yeah.
And by the way, you said it wrong. It's not a achievement hunter. It's another word for it.
Wait, what do you mean? It is no
It's achievement.
achievement. What?
No, I don't want to say it.
Eh, achievement whore?
Yeah,
No. What do you
yeah, it's an
mean?
achievement hunter.
An
That's what they call it, not achievement hunter.
Okay, I was thinking of a because there's a website called
I know.
Achievement Hunter, or yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Because I'm a graphics whore, so
And I'm an
it's
achievement whore? Nah,
yeah.
definitely
I'm
not.
not an achievement whore, no, no. I'm only one kind of,
Only one type of
only
whore.
one type.
You
Yeah.
can't be whore.
Oh man. All right. So that's it. That's all I've been playing. I haven't finished it yet, but I am at the end. I should be finished within an hour, maybe, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So
and we did finish. Actually, we didn't say anything, but we finished the game we were playing,
oh, that's
the
right.
co-op game we were playing
A way
together.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
a way out.
yeah. That's
Yeah, that
true.
was
Go
kind
ahead
of cool.
and because I've talked about it a little bit. I told you, and I wanted you to play it, and we got to play it together. So,
And we got yeah,
and I told you, don't tell
we
me what you
finished
think
together.
until we talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't tell me.
no,
Don't tell me now. Like, wait, we can make content out of this.
it's pretty good. I did like there were certain things I liked about it and certain things that I didn't like about it. So let me start with the things that I didn't like about it. So I
Okay,
think
because
the
it's only
interact
one, right?
in yeah, it is only one.
It's
Like
few.
the thing that I didn't like is the into the like whenever we did the like the things together, there weren't a lot of variety in them. It was always like right trigger or like pretty much like right trigger or hit X over and over again.
Okay,
There
yeah.
wasn't a variety like in all their other games, right? Where it's like, okay, we'll do like platforming and then we do side scrolling and then we do this and we do that. Like it was very, very simple,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
Where you only really did one or two things throughout the entire game. Um, but what was good is one is short, so it's not like a super long game. So that's really nice because like that would be very repetitive if you were doing the same thing over and over and over again for like 20 hours, right? It would be kind of a little too much. The story is pretty good too. It is engaging, so I wanted to play it because I wanted to know what was going to happen,
Yeah.
not because of the gameplay per se, but like, oh, I want to know, I want to get to the next portion to see what ends up happening with these guys, like to see the end story. So that was really good that the story is good enough that
Engaging
keeps
that
you
makes you want to
engaged.
continue at least. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool, and I think the way they told the story was really good too. Where it's like, okay, you're getting out of prison, and then you going into this other thing, and then you're meeting the family, and then you're going into like getting weapons, or you're getting like the plan set up to get this guy, and then you get to the place to get the guy, and then like that whole thing, and then at the very end, what happens with like the two guys that that whole thing is very
Spoilers,
good too,
spoilers.
right?
Yeah, the
Yeah, no
ending.
spoilers. No
I think that's one of the things they do, and I believe like either at least for me, every time they for the endings for each game. I don't know about Two Brothers because I don't think I finished that game, but for A Way Out, for It Takes Two, and for Split Fiction, the endings of those games are either fantastic or really well done. That is awesome. And
Yeah,
like for this one, you saw what happened, right? You did not expect that at all, right? And
right, right.
and we were just in like in the moment, like for you, I guess, in because I've done it 3 times now with you. So I knew it was gonna happen, but
Yeah,
still, I was
right, right.
still waiting for that moment because I wanted to see your reaction, and then I wanted to see who will get. I don't want to say too much,
What
but
happened?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for It Takes Two, the ending for that game was emotional because of you know the singing parts and the things that happen that make them come together and things like that. And then I don't want to talk about what happens in the end of Split Fiction. You'll see it when you get there.
When I
Let me
get to it, yeah,
let me know, man. I'm available. I'm available.
yeah. I will,
Yeah.
I will definitely want to do that because I played It Takes Two. I played A Way Out, right?
Yeah.
Like you, I haven't played Brothers or that game. Like, but I'm actually like willing. Wasn't that in Game Pass? I don't know if
Uh,
it still is, but it was at
no,
one
I
point.
think it just left. Not a long time ago. Are you talking
Oh,
about
okay. Because I was gonna,
Brothers, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I was gonna say like I would totally try that too.
yeah,
But yeah, I definitely want to try the like all
yeah.
the other ones, so the latest one, and so I feel that and I with this particular studio, what's nice is that every game got progressively better and
Yes,
better and
sir.
better and better, and so like it's fun. And its stories are great. It's creative, and it just kept getting better and better. And I did want to continue the story to the very end, and I like that it was a short story. But even within the very narrow kind of gameplay, it was still fun.
Hmm.
And I think that the little mini games that we were playing, that was kind of fun. That was like, it was interesting. It's like, oh, Steph, we were playing Connect Four in one of the mini
Yeah.
games or darts and all
I'm
that stuff.
balancing the
Uh,
wheelchair.
oh yeah, the wheelchair thing and the basketball game that
Yeah.
we played. Like all of those
Yeah.
things were kind of, even though they were very simple in the way that you interacted with those sections of the game, it was still fun enough, and
Yeah.
especially with somebody. It really reminded me of, I remember specifically playing GTA 5 when it first came out. And like, I don't know if it was with you or if it was with another friend, but we were like, yo, let's go play tennis. Just like a random
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
in the game,
So many things you could
or
do
like,
in the
let's go
game.
play golf,
Hmm.
right? It had nothing to do with like the game itself, but you had these other interactive things happening that you could be like, hey, we just spent some time over here just kind of hanging out and then having fun. And those things were really, really nice in the game. So overall, I think it was a fantastic experience, and thank you for it because you were the one who recommended it. You were
You're
like, "Hey, let's
welcome,
do
bro.
this." So,
You're welcome. See, whenever I tell you play this game, now you know. No, you
yeah,
drop every other game you're playing. You go play that game. So go play
yeah,
Survivor.
yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I have to have. I can only play realistically 2 games max at a time because, or else it gets too like. I wish I had the time to do all this. Like if I didn't work and or I was retired or something like that, like
Telling me,
this
man.
is, bro.
All the games I'm gonna play when I retire, man. Oof.
I know, right? My backlog, it just
I
keeps
won't be able
getting
to catch
worse.
up with everything, but
Yeah.
uh, now here's the question of the year for you, though. Is this game of the year for you so far?
What? It takes two?
Yeah.
No,
Ah.
no, it's definitely not. No, it's good, but it's
Uh,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Expedition 33 has been the game
Yeah.
of the
I
year for
figured. I
me.
figured. I thought I would just
Yeah.
push it to you.
No, not no, because it's not even close. Because all right, so Expedition 33, and then I actually really like Avowed. So to me, it would
Okay.
be Avowed, right? And I haven't even, like, I've never played Oblivion, but I've gotten to the point in Oblivion, the remake, where I'm like, damn, I want to know more about this, but I had to pause it so I can finish this other games and then jump back into that. So, and I never played Oblivion when it first came out, so I don't know if it holds up to this day with what I've seen so far. It's pretty good, but I don't know if it still holds up for the entirety of the game, right? Which I'm sure it does. Like people love that game, so I guess it does hold up. But and there's Doom. I think Doom is just like a way more fun game in general. I feel like Doom is like a video gamer's game. This is like it's fun. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna just jump around. I'm gonna be crazy, right? Like it's just I'm gonna chainsaw things. I'm gonna throw my shield, and it's just like a gamer's game kind of thing, you know. So I
Mhm.
think that is gonna, yeah, it's higher than it takes two. But
I figure.
but it takes two. It's a good experience though,
Oh yeah.
and I it's different when you, because Doom is single player, Oblivion is single player, Expedition is single player. Like it's different when you play with a friend, right? And then you can bounce ideas, and then or what you thought about the game, and then you can play like other mini games within the game. So that experience alone, it's worth having. So I feel like the game is worth playing with a friend for sure.
It was awesome. All right, so
Yeah.
let's get into the news because we've been talking about the games we've been playing for 35 minutes now. Uh,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it happens when we're off 2 weeks, right? And we have time to play some
True.
games. So, all right.
True. True.
So, after we did the last episode, which was 2 weeks ago, uh, we knew about the delay for GTA 6, but we didn't get the trailer until the next day when they dropped it. So, I'm going to go
That's
ahead and play
right.
the trailer here in the background. But, um, yeah, I don't know how many times I've seen this trailer on my own, and then seeing the trailer with, here's what you missed about GTA 6 trailer 2.
Oh yeah, I see
Here's the
those clips
secrets.
too. Yeah.
Here's every
Yeah.
screenshot. Yo, there's so many things that these people, and it's incredible the amount of information you can get from a trailer just by pausing it and just looking at every inch of the screen. Supposedly this was made half of it in game, not gameplay, but in game, and the other half was cinematics. Look at this part right here, man. When I saw that
I
part, I'm like,
know.
yo, that looks so real, man. The one with
Yeah.
the cops there on the sidewalk, it's crazy. How many
I
times have
mean,
you seen
everything
this
about
trailer?
it. Like I've seen it like four times, and then I've also seen the videos of like
You too? Okay.
the
Yeah.
top 10 things that you've
Yeah.
missed in
You,
the video, or
you went into
the
the rabbit
things
hole?
that are impressive. Yeah. So not as far, but I did see a few clips of like what people think about the story and what people think about what we might have missed. Like the one thing that I kept seeing over and over again was like the way the beer sizzles, or the gas sizzles
Yeah.
inside the bottle. It's like, how did they do this? The
It's
attention to
crazy.
details kind of thing.
It's
So
crazy.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
just, my only concern is the this is not gameplay. And they did this with GTA 5. When they introduced GTA 5, it was a bunch of like cinematics, although they didn't say this is a distinctive gameplay and distinctive cinematics, but the game did not look the way they portrayed it. And it definitely didn't look, the online definitely didn't look the way that they portrayed it in the um or at least that they showcased it first. Now, regardless, I know it's gonna be amazing because they always do great work. But when you look at the trailer and you look at the crowd density, the street density, all of those things, I don't know if it's gonna be like that. That's gonna be very hard to pull off. And if anybody could pull it off,
oh yeah.
it is Rockstar.
I mean, leave it to
Um,
Rockstar to up the replay here, but up the or do something more with the open world. Because every time they do
right.
something, well, not something because it's always been GTA, but when they bring out a new GTA, they always do something new. Nobody would think they were gonna do three characters last time, and
Right.
then for you to be able to switch. I mean, it wasn't quick, but the way they did it made it seem like, yeah, it's loading to the next character in real time because the
Yeah.
camera goes up and then it
Right.
moves over, and then it goes down to where the other character is. And you may, I mean, if it was faster, I believe it was real time, but it loads in the background. But it's crazy how they did it though, and especially when you change to the other character is doing something as if they were,
Yeah.
as if they had their own lives and they were just doing something on their own. And then you get to
Yeah.
see that for
It,
like a second. And if you they may be having a conversation, they may be working out, they may be in their house watching TV or something different
yeah.
every time. It's crazy what they do, man. They
It
got it
was
over
so
there.
cool whenever you like went to Trevor and he was at the beach in his
That's
underwear,
crazy.
just and shoes. You know, it was like, yo, what the hell? What happened? Oh, he was in the side of the road, just like passed out, drunk. You know, it's just like, yeah, it was always yeah. They know what they know how to make games. You know, they know they pay a lot of attention to details. But I'm just afraid that it's not what we're seeing here. I don't think it's what we're going to see in the game. I would love to be wrong, but like look at this like in the club, right? There's so many people in there and
Hmm.
so many characters, and even when you
I
go
mean,
into the street, there's a lot of cars in the street. I don't know if the density is going to be like that.
well, in the club, I could see how that could happen because I mean we have hitmen, and we they put so many people wherever your mission is, right? So that's possible. What we're thinking is at this um, with this graphics, being so expensive because it's also with ray tracing in the open
Right.
world. So that's gonna be I don't know how they're gonna do that, but if they're showing all of this and they're saying half of it is gameplay, I mean not gameplay, but again, in game, I
In
believe it.
engine.
It may not look this clean, maybe, because I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be 1440p or less. I don't think they're gonna do 4K, but however they do it, it's still gonna be amazing either way.
Well,
The
this is so sorry, go ahead. Finish up.
No, I
Sorry.
was just
My
gonna
bad.
say like they know what they do, and each time they come out with a game, we don't believe. Oh, are they really gonna do all that? Is that really possible? And yeah, to a certain degree, most of it is in some way.
Right.
And so I don't doubt that they're gonna be maybe not this good per se, maybe 90% of that good. So it's
Yeah.
not low enough, not low at all. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, the thing about the crowd density, to me, that's a big thing, personally, right? That's one of the things that when I first played Cyberpunk 2077, I played it on the Xbox, and the crowd density was significantly
Oh,
lower
that
than when I
part right
played it
there,
on
man.
PC. Yeah, that's
Yo.
all of that looks so real. But and my thing is like, for example, the club scene, right? Where there's tons of people, which makes sense because it's Miami and it's like a club scene and it's gonna be crowded. But like the you mentioned Hitman. The difference is that with GTA, there are no once you're in the world, there's no loading,
Yeah.
right? You're going from like in outside the street to the club or whatever. You're just walking through the door, and it's not like a loading
Seamless.
screen that takes you in there, right? And so that means that those assets or that density has to already be there by the time you get there. So there's a lot of pre-rendering, a lot of preloading, a lot of stuff happening before you even get there because all of those things have to have been existing before you even get to that. Whereas in Hitman, you're going from level to level, right? And so like you load into that level that's very crowded, it's very dense, and then you're within a certain small area or small-ish area to do whatever you need to play out the mission, and then you're out of that area, right? It's not a constant like a seamless like in and out of that situation.
Yeah.
And so that's the difference here, that this whole world has to be this dense or this crowded and all this stuff happening in real time at all times, not just when you get in there. Now I'm sure that there's some trickery that they can do, obviously with code and with a bunch of different things, optimization and stuff like that, that
Yeah.
it won't load those things until you're actually nearby
Exactly. That's
or
what I was
in
gonna
those
tell you.
area.
And then once you go
Yeah,
in, the door closes behind you, so they don't need to have all the information from the outside. They could just put all of that, or maybe half of that, uh,
yeah,
resources, into the inside. So I don't know
Right.
how they're gonna do it. I can't wait to see how they do it or how it
I
looks,
just
in
need
the
it.
end.
Yeah, I just need it to be like very, very dense because they did the same thing with like in GTA 5, right? If you remember correctly, which I know you were in there all the time in the strip club, there were not a
With
lot of
me? No,
people.
no, not yeah.
Like when you walked into this strip club, there weren't a lot of people there. There was just like a few scattered people here and there. It wasn't crowded. And there is a on GTA Online at least there was a new thing where you could be like the owner of a not a strip club but like a music club, right? And so
Mm,
you can do that. And then once you're in there, they were kind of a little bit a little bit crowded, but it was this thing where if you went to your club that you own, it will load you into that club. So obviously there they were loading assets and stuff like that. It wasn't as seamless like you going in and out like it was in single player.
yeah.
So in those cases, I don't know. I in order for this world to feel alive, especially in downtown Miami, there's got to be a crap load of people in South Beach because that's just how it is currently in South Beach. It's just tons and tons of people there. And then if you go into the club scene, it's got to be crowded. And like you walk around, and then you go into like the outer end, oh not Adirondacks, what is it called, the Everglades. There's got to be the gators there, and there's got to be all this stuff happening. And so I I'm not saying that I'm not confident in that if they can pull it off, but I'm just being optimistically cautious because there's a lot going on, and I
Yeah.
don't know if this is what we're seeing here is what we're gonna get.
I think it's gonna be close. And then also, Maestro, don't forget that the people that are in the streets or in the clubs, they're not just gonna be standing there looking at each other. They're gonna be behaving it, like
Right.
normal people, right? They're gonna be having conversations. They might start a fight.
Yeah.
They might go to the
Yeah.
bathroom. They might be drinking. They might get drunk and start a fight. There's things that are gonna
Yeah.
happen with this, people everywhere, not just in the club, but in the outside too. Because you might see them at the
Yeah. Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
They might be, you know, getting a tan, and then somehow they want to get in the water. Like you're gonna see them move around and do things.
Right.
So that's also taxing on the on the not just the graphics, but also the CPU for the frame rate and things like that. So how they
Well,
did
it's
all
gotta
this
keep all
is
the
crazy. Yeah,
they gotta keep the logic of all those things that are happening, right? And that, yeah, that takes a lot of. And you know who's really good at doing that actually? Uh, Believe it or not, but Bethesda games, like they are pretty good at doing things like that. Meaning that it remembers the logic. So like I don't know if you've gotten that far in Starfield, for example. Like I could have a fruit basket, or I can have book stacks and all that stuff.
yeah, I
And
remember you
it'll
told me about
remember
that.
no matter where I go, it'll remember the books that I had
Yeah,
placed there. And all of that is taxing on the CPU because it has
yeah,
to remember all these things. You kill somebody in a different planet or like leave something in a different planet, you can go back and pick that item up from that planet. And so there is all those links and all those things that it has to remember, and the world that it has to remember around it is, yeah, it's very taxing. So, and I don't, I don't like I think that Rockstar can nail this as well, but it's just a thing that because the world is so big and so lively that you're right that it takes a lot more resources to keep
yeah.
track of all of those things.
Yes,
So it's going to
sir.
be interesting to see how they're going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah. I mean, this game looks this good already. I don't know why did they delay it. Like, they could have come up with it.
Yeah.
It looks way better than.
Well,
I mean, okay, so yeah, again, we're not looking at gameplay here, but it looks really good. It looks better than some other games.
oh, 100%. And I'm sure, they delayed it for a reason, right? I don't think they want to take longer than they should or than they need to. I'm sure that they want to get this out the door as soon as possible, but at the same time, it's like, listen, you you don't need to rush. It's not like you're losing money. They're currently making ton of money from GTA 5 online as it is. So Like it's not like you're running out of money, and it's not like this is wasting money. You're gonna create another world that's insane, and just take your time. That's the reality. Is it out of all the companies, this is the one company that could be like, we'll take our time, and that's okay.
Yeah. And so, well, May 26th, 2026 is what they got now. Hopefully they don't delay it again. Now, looking at this
They
trailer,
might,
because I know, yeah, it might.
yeah,
Hopefully not.
yeah.
Hopefully not. Now, looking at this trailer, I know we got this is the second trailer. The first trailer, like I liked it. It was, it showed a little bit of this and that, but it didn't excite me as much as this one did. This one got me really excited that I think I'm gonna get a day one. Yeah,
I like the first trailer better.
really. See, you always
Yeah,
go against what I say. See what I
I
tell you.
so, and the reason I like the first trailer better is because it showed the first trailer showed us the world. Like they had like car racing, and they had like the one girl like booty popping in the roof of a
On the
car,
roof of the
and they
yeah.
it was just like it's the
Oh, that's why
craziness. The
you liked it.
guy,
That's why.
like they had the guy like doing what was it? What was he doing? I think he was like watering the plants
Yeah,
outside, like in his
in his
underwear.
underwear.
Like yeah, like it was just
And
and
then
then the
the
gators somewhere
the
in
gator
there.
going into the store.
Right. So it was like, oh, this is the chaos of Florida or Miami, right? And like
I
that
mean, they're
I really
exaggerating,
enjoyed.
right?
No, no,
No,
of
I'm
course they're
serious. No,
exaggerating,
no.
but I'm saying
I
like
mean, those some of those
it's
things
pretty accurate.
do happen. I mean, they took the reference from the things that happen here and they
Right.
put it in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And then they had the one guy who like who had a bunch of tattoos in his face that looked
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Joker.
Uh huh.
And then yeah, and then they had the world set up, and I was like, man, this is crazy. This is and if it's really it feels like whenever they did the GTA 5 kind of really it felt like California. It felt like you were low riding, and it felt, that the first trailer was about the world that you were going to be playing in, because the second trailer is more about the story, right? It's about
Yeah.
the characters that you're going to be playing with, or at least following the storyline, with the girl coming out of prison and all that stuff. Like that's what the trailer's telling you. Hey, this is the story with additional like other stuff. But I feel that most of us, at least I do, I play the games to be in that world rather than the story. The stories are great, don't get me wrong, but I can just go back into the game, just do whatever is happening in the world without me caring about a specific story. Even though the story, of course, are important and they're great and it works, right? But it's just like when I'm dropped into that world, and it's like when we were playing a few years ago, we're like, yo, let's get in this helicopter, just
Mm.
to fly around. Those kind of things is it's
Yeah, the
what makes it
freedom. So many
the
things you could do
freedom
in
to
that
do.
game.
Yeah,
You could just walk around
it's
and
fun,
just look at the scenery and just see how people react or what they're doing in their lives. Follow
right?
someone if you want to. Maybe it won't go that deep where you could follow someone and see them go to work, and then after that go
Right.
home and
Yeah.
things like that. Like I don't know if it's gonna go that deep, but I'm pretty sure whatever they do in the moment is gonna be something that you wouldn't think of.
Right. And so to me, that's more exciting because that's where I'm gonna be spending the most time with, rather than the story. Because the story, we'll finish in however many hours, and that's it. We'll jump into the online, we'll jump into like the other things, and it's more about the. I think GTA in general is more about the things that you do after the game is finished, because you can go back to it and just create chaos, get 5 stars, get whatever you need to do, go crazy, do the rampage, do all the crazy stuff after the game is officially over. So that's what I liked about the first trailer, that it was more about the world that you're gonna be in at that point. So it's good. But either way, they're both great.
Yeah, can't wait. May 26th is a Tuesday. Why?
It's
Why,
always a
Rockstar?
Tuesday,
You're gonna have people lose their jobs. Yo,
bro.
they could have just.
Once it's closer, I will take the time off. Once it's
Wait,
closer
oh,
to
wait, wait,
that.
wait, wait. Are you saying you're getting it day one?
Oh, you know what? You're right. Because okay, so couple of things have to happen. On the Xbox, it has to be 60 FPS and it cannot
Okay.
be $100.
Oh,
If it's
that's
60
okay.
a
Never mind.
minimum,
Never mind.
if it's 60 FPS and it's $100, then or sorry, if it's 30 FPS and it's $100 on Xbox, then I am definitely not getting it. I'm not paying that much for a subpar experience like that. If
Okay.
it's like if it's minimum of 60 FPS and it's like 70, $80, then I'll be like, all right, because I'm gonna buy it again on PC.
So it's not
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be honest
minimum
about it.
60 FPS. It's gonna be minimum 30. I mean, I know we're gonna get the
Sorry,
30.
max. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, I
so
meant to say max.
we're gonna get the 30, and we're gonna get. I mean, now that it's been delayed a year, maybe they're able to put it in there. Maybe we could get a 60 FPS. How about a 40 FPS?
Nah,
Because you
not
might
good
be able
enough.
to get that. I don't know about the 60.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't do 40 FPS either because like I know on PC I'm gonna get 60 plus, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
60 is gonna be the minimum
yeah, yeah.
on the PC. So I just don't want to ever deal with and it's not just the performance part of it, right? Like the thing with the PC is that I can most likely like all the other games like this, I can increase crowd density. I can increase like ray tracing or lighting. I
Yeah,
can
the full.
increase
Yeah.
right. And so it's not just like 60 FPS. Like no, it's like everything else around the game. So if it can do 60 FPS like that would be my minimum. Like that the game can run 60 FPS on console. Then I'll get it on console. But if you're
All
telling me
right.
that 40 FPS and because of that, you know there's going to be limits to the crowd density. It's going to be limits to other things within that world. Then it's like why no, it's a subpar experience and I'm paying all this money for it. If it's like 67 oh sorry, if it's like 70, $80, okay, maybe 60 FPS max $80. Okay, I'll double dip, but I don't know. I just don't think I'm at a point that I have the equipment to be able to run this way
I
better
know.
than on consoles.
It's so bad.
So,
Too bad that we cannot get it on PC right away.
right. And hopefully with this delay, it just means that the delay is much shorter for the PC part. That maybe it's not gonna be. I don't know how long it was for GTA 5, but it was like a year, wasn't it?
Something like that, yes, sir.
Yeah. So hopefully it's like a few months rather than a year for the delay
I
for
would
the PC part.
I would like to know, why can't they tell us, hey, if you were waiting for the PC version, don't get it right away for the Xbox. It's gonna come out 3 months later or 6 months later or whenever that will be. Just let me know
Yeah.
if I'll decide if I want to wait or not. Maybe I won't want to wait. Maybe I do want to play this day one and not have to see spoilers everywhere because I hate spoilers.
Yeah, but I feel like there's so much going on in GTA games. I'm sure if you're deep in social media and you're deep in all that stuff, but you won't know the full story. You won't know the full experience
No, but there are
by
gonna be spoilers.
the what?
There are gonna be spoilers. Like you're gonna see things that you
Yeah,
may not want to see. Like this that's one
yeah,
of the reasons why I might get this day one because I do not want to even without look this is the way it is. I'm when I know I want to play something or I want to watch something, I don't look at the trailers. Like I'm watching this trailer because this really is not gonna give me spoilers. Hopefully, I don't think any of it is spoilers. But let's say for example, I just recently went to see um, this movie, Final Destination, the new one that just came out.
oh
And
yeah,
when I found out that they were gonna come out with that movie, I did not want to see the trailer because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this movie. So why watch the trailer when I'm gonna watch it anyways? I don't need to watch the trailer. Doesn't matter how
right,
bad the movie
yeah,
is. I'm still gonna watch it. And one day I was scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, I don't know which one, and something started, like an ad, and I saw just like 5 seconds of that trailer for the Final Destination, And as soon as I knew it was that, boom, I just took it away. But still, I got
Mm,
spoiled for one little bit that's gonna happen in the movie. I'm like, oh my god! Now I know one thing that's gonna happen in the movie, and I didn't want to see that.
yeah,
And that's what I don't want happening to me for this game. Yes, that I cannot avoid it for what, a year, 6 months.
yeah. That's a
No, I cannot avoid it for that long, man. I gotta I gotta play that one now.
right.
Maybe take the day
Yeah,
off and not go back to work until I'm finished it.
I get that. I know. I get why people would want to jump on it right away, but the way I see it personally is that this is going to be a world that I'm going to be in it for a while, right? Like GTA 5, for example. And there was so much in GTA 5, and I think there's going to be even more in this game that it would be impossible to spoil everything in the game. Like there's
Yeah,
so much of it.
so it's mainly for me the story. I don't want the story to be spoiled. There's so many things that could happen in this game. Like this guy could be a cop, or I mean, I don't
Mm.
think she would be. The guy could be a cop, undercover cop. Um,
Yeah, I heard about that theory.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many things that could happen in this game that I just don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to even see it without even listening to it. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like I just want to. Like, would you imagine somebody shows him, like even just one screenshot of him holding a badge?
Yeah.
That
That's
that would
true.
spoil it. Like if that's to happen, I don't know if, I mean, it's a
Right,
speculation,
right.
but ugh, no. Like I'm getting stressed thinking about it.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. Yeah, I don't know. Would you Are you gonna get this day one,
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, even if it's
regardless of
30 frames per
performance,
second, I'm gonna
regardless?
have to. Yeah.
Okay, all right, bro. Well, good luck with that. Like,
Yeah.
and then if you get it, are you gonna do the single player first?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump online. I want to do the single player first, and I don't know if GTA 6 online will be day one with the
Oh, that's
story,
true too.
right?
That's a
So
good point because the first one was not launched on day one. That makes sense.
yeah, ah, day one, man. Last week, I was no, not last week. Last episode, I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I can't wait anymore. I cannot.
Okay, all right.
I gotta get it day one. I mean, it's for this too, so that I could talk about it, hopefully without spoiling anything here. So
Right. Okay. Yeah. I have a feeling that, well, again, depending on the cost and depending on the performance that they're coming out on consoles, um, I might wait depending on those factors.
I mean,
I
because
don't
you
mind
never know.
waiting.
Maybe 3 months later they come out on PC, and I'm like, oh man, I could have waited, but I don't know. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
It could be a
Well, and
year.
it's still a year away, so maybe
Yeah,
we'll have more information
hopefully.
once we're closer to that date.
Yeah, because with this delay, they could do many things. I mean, um, they could get the 60 frames per second in there because I'm thinking, wait a second, but they have to put this game on the Series S. And so they have to
Right.
tone it down, right? So why not do the Series S version on the Series X and run it at 60 frames per second since it's less graphics?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what they do. Hopefully it's 60 frames per second because I do like my 60 or above for sure.
Yeah. Once I don't know, bro. Like the 30 FPS is really rough to go
It's gonna
back
be
down
rough,
to
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
All right. Enough of GTA 6 until they show the next trailer. Uh, a couple of months before. I don't think they're gonna show anything else until pretty close to the release. I think
yeah,
it's
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I think this is good enough, I guess.
Right.
All right. I think we're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna show here a list of the Game Pass games coming out, and I don't think there's any new game coming out on Game Pass that I want to play, except for Doom that just got added to Game Pass. Um, there's quite a few. I'm looking through it right now, real quick.
There's
Right.
that well, not for you, but there's that 1800 something.
Anno?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
it's not for
city
me.
builder.
That is
I
not for
know
me.
it's a city builder kind of thing. I do want to try it out. I haven't had the time
Is it Anno?
to
Let me see.
like
Um, yeah, ANNO 1800.
yeah yeah
That's
it's like I
RTS,
think
right?
yeah. Well, it's a city
Yeah, no.
building, so like Sim
Yeah,
City kind of
same
City Escape. Yeah,
same crap.
yeah. It's good though. I heard it was really good, so I want
It's
to
good
try. I
crap.
want to give it a try. It's good crap. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not for me, not for me. But yeah, again, Game Pass is doing putting in games that's for everyone, not just for me. So
Right.
yeah, if it were just for me, they will all be mostly single player, linear single player games.
That'd
Yeah.
be a boring world.
Yeah, the other story we were going to talk about today, and I'm just going to mention it real quick because this is not really much news except for the new screenshot, not screenshot, I'm sorry, the a new photo that was shown of the Xbox handheld. I'm trying to look for it real quick so I could show here. Um,
Ah, yes, yes,
where is
yes.
it? Right here. Let me show you. This right here.
Yes.
Yo, I saw this and I'm like, Microsoft, why are you letting these leaks come out? Look at that. That looks crappy. Like it looks it looks like somebody put this away 15 years ago and just found it because he was moving. And he was like, "Oh, look
Well,
what I found from 15 years ago." Boom. Hey, what?
it is a leak though, right?
It's the
So it's not supposed to be shown to the world.
no, it's not supposed to be. And that's what I'm saying. Like Xbox, come on. Like before these things, and this has been a rumor for a couple of months already now. So just get in front of it. Like this is not the way this is supposed to be shown. Like you want people to see this the best way possible.
Yeah,
So
but they didn't show that. This is a leak. That's what
I
I'm
know that's
saying.
what I'm
It's not
saying. Like
on
this
them.
is a leak. Like this leaked, and you're still not saying anything. I would just go like, you know what? Okay, it leaked like GTA 6, the first trailer. It leaked, and then Rockstar went ahead and put it out before it was supposed to come out because they put it out because it was like they were like, okay, well, yeah, might as well put it out because it's already out there. Might as well let the people see it the way it's supposed to be seen. Same with this. It's leaked. Somebody put this picture out there. I don't know why this person put it out like that. Like look at this part right here. It looks like it's broken to
Yeah.
me. Like it doesn't look good. So Xbox should have just
Yeah.
at least put out a picture
Of like something.
of
Well,
the real
I'm
thing. Yeah,
guessing that they're gonna hold on to
yeah,
this into the June showcase, right?
I
So they're
think
not trying
so.
to like put out
But
so much
poor
information. But
Microsoft getting everything leaked, man.
would you get one of these?
Uh, no, no, I don't have use for it. I don't think so. I don't think I'll
Yeah.
get this one. Maybe the original one, the one there the Xbox is working on, but not this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's certain very few instances where like, man, I wish I could have my stuff with me. But a lot of times, honestly, like I just use my phone through like I through the cloud uh, streaming service, or use like an iPad, connect the controller to it. You know, like I don't know if this is obviously running natively is much better
Oh yeah.
because the performance is better, the visuals are better, everything is just better in general. But I don't know if it's enough for me to be like, I mean, invest another like $600 to $700. So whatever this
Mhm.
thing might cost, I'm maybe $500. I don't know, but with everything going on, I doubt that this is gonna be anywhere near the Nintendo 450
No, I think this is gonna be more.
cost. You know,
This is gonna be more
yeah,
for sure because this is gonna do more than just Xbox. It's gonna do Steam, Epic.
right,
You know,
yeah,
you're gonna get more value out of this than just the. There's not just one console. It's more than one. So it's
right.
a PC
What
basically.
What I would be excited about is to see how they're going to do the UI for this, because
Hmm. Hmm.
I've heard or like read some things that there's going to be like a Xbox UI running natively in here, and then you can access all your other stuff.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of cool because I would want to see that. Okay, can I access my Steam library here? Can I access Game Pass directly? Can I access my 360 library? That
Oof.
to me, that is key, right? If I can do, I have a bunch of games from the 360 era that I bought digitally,
And the games from Gold
and
that was given too, like every month
they're
for
right, and also
years.
games from the go. Yeah. So to me, like it's like hundreds of games, and if that is able to do that in addition to all the current stuff, that would be a very good proposition at that point. And
Yeah.
I think I would invest in it if that was the case.
Mm. Yeah, to me, I mean, this looks like a prototype. It could be a version of what they wanted to do, and maybe it's changed after that. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
But this doesn't sell it to me. The inside, though, which is what counts for this for the
Right.
Xbox, because it doesn't really look. It doesn't really matter how it looks on the outside. It's the inside that's gonna matter, like you said. So they got to
Yeah.
show, and hopefully they show it in a way where you could tell, okay, so that's how it works. Okay, and then also answer the questions that we might have. Like you said, is it gonna play backwards compatible games up to what the
Yep.
original Xbox, the 360, or just from the Xbox One and forward? How what games are we going to be able to play? What are we going to be able to do with the system? Like, are we still able to do Steam, Epic, or is this just Xbox? Like, there's so many questions
Yeah.
we need to. What's the price? Because that's important too. Not everybody's
Yep.
going to be able to afford it. I think the people who will get this will be the hardcore Xbox players, like maybe you and me. If it's tempting enough for me, I don't see it happening. But you just mentioned that you would if this or that were
If
to if this were to
yes.
have this or that, right? So they got to sell
Yep.
it to us first, and then after we get it, and there's reviews out there, people doing videos of what they're able to do, because this is just going to be a PC. You're able, not just Steam and Epic and Xbox, you're also going to be able to emulate other things in here. So
Yeah.
it's a it's a big library that you're gonna have with this, and you're for you to be able to take it
Potentially.
everywhere, it's gonna be a game changer. Not the first to do it, right? But if you have the Xbox UI and the backwards compatible, that's gonna be a big selling point for this.
Well, it would be the first one if it had Game Pass,
Well, yeah, yeah,
tech
built in.
natively.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The first one to do it that way,
Because
and that's a selling point on its own, because that way you don't
right.
have to go bend over backwards to be to be able to make it work. And if you're not
Right.
a PC, let's say if you gave this to Goku, he wouldn't be able to make it work. Not this, I'm sorry, because this is going to be native, but the Steam Deck or the Rock Ally,
Right.
if you were to give one of those
Yeah.
to him, he won't be able to make Xbox work because it's
Right.
not
Because you have
native.
to like install Windows and you have to go through the
It's a
process.
mess.
Yeah. It's a lot of
It's a
work.
mess.
Yeah. But
So
and that's what I'm saying. If this is able to do all those things seamlessly and have like a nice clean UI and be able to access the different stores, and I think
mm,
if it's able to access the Xbox
take
store
that off.
specifically, it
I don't want to
would
see that anymore. It looks crappy.
uh
Yo, oh my
if it's
god.
able to access the Xbox store and have the Xbox features, then I have a feeling that it would be able to play all the older games as well, which would be really nice, honestly. Because so right now, technically, all my older games, like the 360 games, so even the original Xbox games, all those games, I have to be on my Xbox at home. I can't just take them with me, right? And so if this allows me to, oh, on the go, I can like finish my backlog from those from that time because I have a bunch of games that I never finished. Then it would be amazing because then it's like okay, then I can go from that and then jump into like Doom or jump into the latest stuff, and it's like oh my goodness, that range would be awesome that no other device has
I know.
with that ease
Hmm.
of use. And I feel like at that point it would be kind of worth it. But it's a big but
A
if
big.
they do all of those things. Uh,
Yeah, so June, I think, like you said, I'm also thinking it's gonna be in June where they're gonna show this and explain, give us an overview, and maybe we'll see a minute or two of the overview of the UI and the things you'll be able to do, the games you'll be able to play, and get hopefully the release date and the price. Hopefully, we get everything,
yeah.
and that way we can see if we're gonna get this whenever that comes out. I mean, not we, because I really don't think so. I mean, you don't know. I didn't tell you, but I just got the Switch too, so I'm not gonna get this.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not gonna get
uh,
this too. So
yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get the Switch to be honest. Like I have the first one and I barely ever use
Mhm.
it. It's
Yeah.
just not. It's not like, and it's weird because you being a graphics whore, I didn't think that you would fall for that because you know all the games are gonna be super watered down,
Well,
um,
so I don't get the Switch
graphically.
2 for the third party. It's mostly for the first party. Like Mario Kart, I'm excited to play that and with my daughter too, because she likes Mario Kart. She likes
Yeah,
Mario. So when I get it, we're
I can
gonna be
understand that.
playing
Yeah.
the Mario Kart, and then her cousin's also gonna have it, so we'll be able to play with him too. So yeah, it's I'm excited for the Switch 2. Not as excited as I am, for this one. I mean, I'm more excited for this one, but I don't know if I'll get it. I don't know.
Right.
They gotta
Yeah.
really sell it to me.
Right. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. That's it then. Anything
All
else
right.
you
We
wanna?
made it. No, we made it to the end, brother. This is the end.
All right. So then that's it for this week's episode, friends. Till next time, be good gamers.
Peace.